Hey friends, happy Friday! It's Friday, Friday. I'm dancing already. This is gonna be a crazy live, I can tell. Happy Friday, it is February 12th, 2021, and every Friday on this channel I go live, and I call it Reseller Community Night because it is an opportunity for resellers to come together and just talk about everything about selling online in 2021. We share tons of tips and tricks for selling on Poshmark, eBay, or any other online platform. I've been selling on eBay for almost 10 years, mostly fashion, handbags, clothing, shoes, accessories, all that stuff. And I've been on Poshmark for a few years now as well. But there are going to be people in the chat that sell everywhere and sell anything. So if you have any questions about how to sell online, feel free to leave it in the chat. We've got a lot of wise resellers who will be there. If you're in the chat, be sure to introduce yourself. Remind us what your actual name is, not just your username. Tell us where are you in the country? How long have you been selling? What do you sell? And give us a little check-in about your week in reselling. I am coming to you from Northern California. Thrift stores have still been closed or severely limited here. I've been getting most of my inventory online. This week, I put out a great video, a Thredup designer box. Did anyone see it? I got some cool things, so I'd love to talk to you about that. We talk a lot on this live video about sourcing for a reselling business. How are you sourcing for your business? Where are you getting great stuff? I've been doing it mostly online due to the pandemic, so I've been shopping at Thredup, Backstock Wholesale, Jomar, which is like my favorite, and ShopGoodwill Online. Where have you guys been sourcing? How are you getting stuff? Are you still out there thrifting? Are you a bins shopper? Oh, I see my babe Petey's in the chat. Hey, babes. TGIF is right. That's not my babes. That's my friend Zoe. Hold on. There's my babes. Hi, babe. Say hi to my partner, Peter. He is started a new job this week, so it really is TGIF because he was there all week. I'm flying solo tonight, friends. No Torvald, no Peter, so if there's any tech issues, we are in trouble. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much. I have an announcement, but I want to check in from you guys. What's going on for you in reselling? What's selling well? Anything surprising? Have you found any great treasures at the thrift store or in a mystery box? What's selling well for you? What is moving slow? Where are you selling the most? Give me kind of like a check-in to get the conversation started. Okay, let me say hi to some friends in the chat. Let me make my announcement. I'll be live again. Here's my announcement. Special live on Sunday. That's right. On Sunday, which is Valentine's Day, February 14th, I'll be live at noon Pacific time, so 3 on the East Coast. I'll talk more about that in a bit, but I want to say hi to some great friends. Beth Tillman's here, but not for long because she says I'm going thrifting. I'll miss you guys. So she must be doing some night sourcing. How about that? Holly, Beth, you in trouble double, thrifting on No Thrift February and stealing my spot. Yes, Holly is almost always here first. She's such an awesome friend of the channel. And Beth got here at 4:27, which is 33 minutes early, so that's going to be tough to beat. How are things going with you and all your enormous amounts of inventory, Miss Holly? Double trouble. She's so funny. Who else is doing No Thrift February? I'm doing it inadvertently because I can't really thrift very much. Here is Lisette saying, happy Friday, beautiful people. I pray you all had a wonderful week. I had a pretty good week, up and down, day to day. And Michelle is here from Michelle Zoo's Gifts. Michelle's Closet in hibernation here. So glad today's Friday. Is it because of the weather? Are you in hibernation because of the weather where you are? Remind me where you are. Even if you've told us all before, there are so many great people in the chat. Lisette is reminding us to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. That would really help me out a lot, especially if you are watching the replay, friends. Make sure that you're subscribed so you get notifications when I go live, and you're the first people that get to watch them when you are subscribed. And Goddess Threads is here saying, hello, everyone. So good to see you. Give me a little check-in about your life in reselling. Good evening to you, Barbara Babash. There's something on my screen right here. So there we go. It's making it hard to read things. What's going on with you, Barbara? How are things selling? What's happening in your posh closet? And here's Zoe. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. And Rhonda Creek. Evening, everyone. What is happening for you guys with reselling? Wemby, I love your top. Thank you so much, Zoe. Now that you mention it, I wore this top in my video that I did with Kelly Schaffner. It was a Thredup handbag video. It was a Thredup unboxing of the handbag, and I got some such good handbags in that box. I've already sold 3 of the handbags, so that box is paid for. I got this top on Goodwill Online. Do you guys source over there? So if you don't know, Goodwill has an online store now, and it's different stores around the country for Goodwill have online stores. So I can like shop from the comfort of my home. I love it. And I got this top there. It's Free People, of course, with tons of embroidery. Really fun. Deborah Anderson says, hi, friends. Yay to the weekend kickoff with Quenby and Reseller friends. Are you fully 100% retired now? Like, is it a difference for you when it's Friday? Like, for me, everything kind of runs together right now. Birdie looks, my friend Nicole is here. Hello, hello. Happy freezing Friday from frozen Colorado. A whole 4 degrees. Oh my gosh. I'm from Boston originally, you guys. So I grew up in the snow, but I've been in California for like 20 years. So, I don't remember that type of cold. I'm in Northern California, so it does get cold here. Like we get frost. Sometimes it gets to be 30 and everyone's freaking out. And we get alerts on our phone that say things like extreme cold weather, and you're in 4 degrees. How are things going for you with reselling? Sarah Lee Coleman. Hi, everyone. Sarah Lee, Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle, Washington. We've got Washington in the house. We've got people from all over. Oop, the chat just did a little bouncy, so now I have to find you guys. Brittany All Bossed Up is here. Hey, girl. It is good to see you. I just responded to your YouTube comment about designer boxes. So I got a Thredup DIY designer box. I put the video out this week. I highly recommend watching it. And people ask me, how do you get the box? How do you get the box? And you guys, as far as I know, tell me if you know anything different. There's not like a set rhyme or reason or schedule. I check Thredup several times throughout the day. Like I have a tab open, and whenever I'm moving from task to task, I just check it. And they're very hard to get. Barbara, you got some recently. Barbara Babash, right? Babette Sabola's here. Hi, all. Dresses are starting to sell. Oh, my gosh. That is so funny that you said that because I sold like 2 dresses this week. Let us know in the chat. Do you sell dresses? What's selling well for you? Dresses were a big seller for me in the spring and summer. I would buy them. And I know people tend to pay more money for a dress because it's a whole outfit. But this year with pandemic, dresses have not been selling. And then I should double check, but I know I sold at least 2 this week. And I was like, oh my God, I'm actually selling a dress. I've got to move dresses. Candace Allen is here, and I am still thrifting through Jomar. So are you thrifting, Candace, in the actual Jomar stores? Because I know they have thrift stores, or are you ordering from them? So I try and buy as many pre-owned boxes from Jomar as I can. One of the things I love about Jomar Wholesale, you guys, is that you can still buy pre-owned stuff. So my favorite box from them is the Mature Women's CPR box. The best box I got in all of 2020 was a Jomar men's box, pre-owned. I do have a discount link for 10% off. If you want to try them out, just use the Grateful Queen. And that, if you're buying a $200 or $300 box, 10% off, it adds up. So definitely be sure to use it. But is that what you meant? Ava's Life is here. This lady is so sweet. Definitely a queen. Look at all those bows and hearts. I love you. Thank you so much. Okay, I see that comment, Barbara. Let me say hi to people because there's some good conversation going on. Gino's Finds is here. Gino is a newish friend of the channel just in the past, month or so maybe? And he is just showing up on Fridays. I see you. I'm so glad you are becoming one of our favorite regulars. Teresa Bryan is here. Hey, Teresa, look at your cute little doggy. Oh, my gosh. Mackenzie is here saying hi. Good to see you, Mackenzie. You're new to our chat, so make sure to introduce yourself. Are you a reseller? Where do you sell? What do you sell? And that goes for everybody in the chat. Like, not everybody knows everybody or remembers every detail, so let us know, where do you sell? What platforms? What do you sell? What's your favorite thing to sell? Any tips or tricks for selling that you can share with our community that's in the chat now or that's going to be listening in the future? So definitely spread the knowledge and the love. Don't hoard it all to yourself. Let us know what is working. Okay, Kim Miller is here. I'm so happy to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on Friday. And you guys, I got messages from like 5 or 6 of our regulars saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to be there tonight. And it's so sweet that we have that type of relationships built, community built. We're looking out for each other. I appreciate you all. Kim Miller says, happy Friday, yay, yay, and Valentine's Day. Always a great weekend kickoff, making it to your live. It's snowing in Boise, but not as cold as Colorado. I know my family's in the East Coast, my sister's in New Hampshire, and we do video calls, and I just see in the background snow everywhere. She's all bundled up in like a puffer with a hood, and I'm like, we had some like 60-degree days this week, so I'm like in my t-shirt feeling a little bit guilty, but you know, come move to California, friends. Okay, Mackenzie, I said hi. Do pigeons nest? Finally, Friday. Hello, everyone. Amy, a.k.a. Pigeon's Nest. Amy, okay, cool. And you spell it with the double E. Amy with the double E. Bora Bora Jen is here. Hi, guys. Trying to buy a house in Boise. It's so freaking competitive. Oh, my gosh. I know, but you know what? I bet you in Boise you can get like a nice house for like $300,000. Is that true? Because in California, you cannot get an apartment with no yard in a really bad area. You can't get it. It's like $500,000 or $600,000. So I dream about moving elsewhere. But let us know how that's going. Hi, Mo. It's supposed to snow in Albuquerque on Sunday. I didn't know you guys in New Mexico got snow like that. I see Heidi, but she's saying hi to someone else. I must have missed it. Restyle Secrets is with us. How's your YouTube channel going? I know it's a new venture. For any of you that are trying to start YouTube, it is a climb. Stick with it. Put out your videos. Connect as much as possible. And just stay with it. I see Kelly Schaffner. Kelly, where are you? Where is your comment? I see it somewhere. Here it is. Happy Friday, all. Kelly, do you recognize this top? It's debuting for the second time on YouTube. This is a Free People top that I wore in my video, my handbag video with Kelly. How are you doing, Kelly, with your handbags? I have not even listed them all, but I had 3 viewers buy bags from me. So that box is paid for. Let me know in the chat, do you buy Thredup rescue boxes for your business? If so, what's your experience? What's your favorite box? Any great stories of things that you've got in Thredup boxes? Have you made money off them? For me right now, the handbag boxes and the shoe boxes, but the women's box is so good. It's just so easy to see the money come back in quickly with shoes and bags, because usually you sell a few things and the whole box is paid for. Teresa Bryant's with us, and Barbara and Zoe and Nicole. So many awesome friends, and Gino and Candace. Okay, I think I said a bunch of highs. So now let's get up. Oh, here's Antique Boutique. What up, James? Working in the background. Okay, good to see you. Good to see you. Sweet Lily is here. Okay, New England Betty Boop. Lisette here for anyone who doesn't know me. Posh is my purpose on Instagram and Poshmark. Reach out anytime. And guess what? I saw her beautiful face with Terry from Evolving Always. She's another regular. I don't know if she's here yet tonight. They did a live on Instagram. Was that just last night? It was awesome. Lisette is killing it on Instagram, doing so many lives. I've got to get over there. I love Instagram. It's so different than YouTube. I want to grow it. And it's like, it's a new thing over there for me, but I've got to get it. I've got to get in on it over there because there's so much good stuff happening. There's Leslie. Happy Friday, Kwame friends. How are you feeling? Leslie posted that she had a migraine today on Instagram, and she was still doing so much work because she's just an awesome powerhouse. I get migraines too. It is no fun. It can be really debilitating. I know many of our friends here in this chat also suffer with some disabilities, with some physical issues. And reselling is a great gig for those of us that need more of a flexible schedule because we have some other things we're contending with from in our life. So it's such a blessing to be able to work from home, isn't it? Oh, there's Designer Debs. Junkie's with us. Tammy, hey girl, happy Friday. I remember, do your Friday shoulders if you're at home. No one's looking. I'm the only one you guys are looking at. So if you're at home and you need a little bit of like, little juice, do those shoulders. It's fun. I know it feels kind of funny, but it's fun. All right, let me get up. I saw so many good stuff. Mo says we get a little bit every year, but not a lot of snow. Gosh, I didn't think that. James said, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm working in the storage unit. Are you working on all those shoes, James? What are you working on? Candace says, my vintage box from Jomar this last week is so amazing. I'm going to be listing this weekend. I have been selling Harry Potter sweatshirts and hats. I know, weird, but people like it. That is awesome. You know, Leslie, who's in the chat, A Reseller's Passion, she talks about those vintage boxes too from Jomar. I have not bought a vintage box. Are you primarily a vintage seller? Harry Potter, it's like I'm reading Harry Potter right now with my son. We're on book 7, almost done. And this is my second time reading it through, but his first. And I could see, I bought him some Harry Potter pajamas. It's like people get really, really into it. So Gino says, I'm only 13 subs from 1,000. It's a long road to get there. So everybody who's watching, if you have your phone, just go over and is it Gino's Finds? Just like it's spelled. I'm subscribed already, Gino. And just send a little love. Maybe leave a little comment saying, hey, I came over from the Grateful Queen, because that's how we show support and encouragement to our fellow resellers. There's enough for all of us. Anyone else who needs that same support, pop it in the chat and say, hey, I'm trying to do a YouTube channel. It is hard, okay? For those of us who did not come already being known, maybe a bunch of us went to Posh Fest or eBay Open, so everybody already knew us. That was not my situation. Maybe you already built a following, a community over on Instagram, so when you came over to YouTube, it was a little easier. I came out of nowhere. It took me almost a year to get 1,000, and then you need 4,000 watch hours. So people that get there are really putting the time in. They deserve our support. Kelly said, I've sold 3 bags from our collab, but I have a long way to go to make my initial investment back, but I'm hopeful. Yeah, so Kelly and I, definitely make sure you're subscribed to her channel. She has so many fun unboxings and other stuff, and just a really awesome personality. And I just got really lucky with my handbag box because I got that Coach bag that I showed you last time, and I sold that Liebskind bag. Go over and watch that, because there's so much you can learn from watching unboxings, because there's brands in there. And Kelly and myself, we both put up comps, like, and any information. I sold that Liebskind bag for, I think, 50 or 60 bucks to a viewer. I sold the Coach bag for 150, the Fossil bag for 40. So that box is totally paid for. And I still have the Tory Burch. So if you want to learn, do you sell handbags? Let me know in the comments why or why not. Okay. Okay, look at Nicole is helping out. I love seeing that. Everyone's saying I just subscribed. So he might hit 1,000 tonight because of us. And you know what? That makes me feel so good. That is so good. Kim Miller said, oh my God, I passed up a Harry Potter hoodie today. Should I go get it? Maybe. What are they selling for, those Harry Potter things? I don't know if that's big money. Hey, Castell's Posh Closet. My friend is here. Hello. Teresa Bryan says, love Gino. Fantastic. Spread the love. I see like a bunch of people saying I just subscribed. That makes me so happy. If my channel can do anything, like, that makes me feel so good. So good. Mackenzie says, I'm trying to start my YouTube channel. You're so inspiring to me. Okay, let's see. What else is up, friends? What are people working on? What are people selling? Quemby, will you be my Valentine? I'll be here on Valentine's Day at noon doing a livey live. So, and there's going to be a few people from the chat there. So I'm trying to do like kind of like a little party or a little special gathering every once in a while, like every couple months. And I want to have people on that are from our community, our Live at 5 community. So my goal is to get every one of you on here at some point. And so it's going to be me and a few other people, and we're doing giveaways. I'm going to give away some poly mailers. I don't know what the other people are giving away, but just little fun things that resellers will enjoy. So there'll be giveaways. It's at 12 noon Pacific time. So come on over and be with us on Valentine's Day. I was trying to think, like, not everybody loves Valentine's Day. Not everybody cares about it at all. Some people love it. Not everybody has a partner or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever to celebrate with, and that is totally fine. Some people don't want one. You know, some people have big day plans. It's for everybody. Everybody is welcome. It's just to send a little bit of love out from our reselling community to our community. So please join me here at noon on Valentine's Day. What else is going on, friends? Okay, everyone's saying I subscribe to Gina. Who else needs help? Flipping Blonde is here. Hey, how's it going with you? I love that name, Flipping Blonde. What is selling for you guys? Someone said dresses. Allison Cooper said, I'm having surgery on my right hand in March due to severe arthritis, trying to figure out how I can still list while in a cast. Wow. Wow. So I'm wishing you well on your surgery. So many people I know with the arthritis in the hands and in the feet. But I wonder if you can do voice stuff. Like I know from my son, who is doing online school, he's 9. He doesn't know how to type because 9-year-olds don't know how to type. Hello. I mean, so funny that we're doing distance learning all on the computer and she's having them like turn in essays and stuff. And it's like, they don't know how to type. So that was a big hurdle, but he does everything by voice. So Allison, I'm wondering if you just tap the voice, if you can just try and do a lot of it verbally and then maybe use one hand on the mouse. Let me know if you think that'll work. Hey, Mickle Pickle made it. I know Mickle Pickle reached out to me and said, hey, I don't know if I can come tonight, but I need a little support. I don't know what it was about, but I'm just sending a little bit of support to our friend Mickle Pickle Pie. Oh, Blippy. Is it good now? Hope to see you Sunday if you can't stay long. I'm so glad you popped in. Okay, Restyle Secrets says, haha, now let's see if we can get Restyle Secrets from 110 to 111. I know, I'm telling you, that first like 500, oh my God, and then it just starts going faster. But if anyone, I mean, I'm happy to share. I am a small channel myself. I just hit 2,500 and I was like so glad about that. I had to set like little milestones. But I'm happy to share anything that I've learned about how to get to 1,000 in a year or whatever. But Alana's here. Oops, I'm late. Not too much. We're so glad to see you. Okay, let me see what else is up here. Tony Smith is saying congrats to Gino. Okay, this is something that came up last week. So let's dive in. There's 49 friends watching. Please make sure you've hit the like. That helps my channel out. And make sure you are subscribed. Barbara says, I received my rental retires and it was all purses. 2 Tory Burch, a tote and a small straw bag, cute bird print Furla, light pink Marc Jacobs, and a Rebecca Minkoff. Price for 5 was $90. So I think that's great. I'd be super happy with that. But what about you? Somebody remind me again, rental retires. So I'm a big Thredup shopper. If you have experience with this or opinions, please put it in the chat. I have been practically running my reselling business in 2020 buying from Thredup. I buy the rescue boxes. I buy the women's clothing, the men's clothing, the shoes, the handbags. I've recently got a designer. It's a great way to get like 25 items shipped right to your door. The cost of goods is low, but they're DIY. So sometimes they need work. But I love using Thredup for my business. And now they're doing this new thing called rental retirees. Is that what it was? And someone said, it's like stuff that you could rent, like rentals, and now they're retiring them. They're not going to use them as rentals anymore, so you can buy them. Well, are you happy with that box? I would be. I loved selling Tory Burch. Tory Burch sells really well for me. Christy's here. Hello, reselling family. I love seeing you, Christy, and I love hearing you say hello, reselling family. I feel like you guys are my reselling family. I was saying to somebody, one of my family members, I'm like, so excited I have live at 5 because this is like my social life. It's my connection. It's my business. We're here to support and encourage each other's businesses. So let us know how we can support you in any way. But there's real relationships and friendships developed here in our community. And it is like a little reselling family. You guys are my colleagues. Oh, James says, I missed it when it was 90. So my box that I bought, someone do the math for me, was 7 designer items for 90. So I guess it's a little bit cheaper, but maybe not as good. Oh, look at this, Allison. Hi, Joby. I see you there. Candace says, I use voice on my iPad to do my listings. Boom. Maybe that'll help you. Let us know. Okay, James is saying the Thredup thing we're talking about, it's from Rent the Runway. But is that Thredup's Rent the Runway? Or is it another company called Rent the Runway and now Thredup is getting it? Do you guys think it's going to be good? Barbara says they're from Rent the Runway and they were in great shape, just small repairs. That is awesome. My handbags that I got, I cleaned them all from my Thredup box. There weren't any this time. Here's the biggest thing. And James. The biggest thing for me with the handbags is the interior, having ink all over. Now, I clean the interior. I have videos on this channel about how to clean the interior of bags. I have one with my partner, Petey, where he helps me flip this really stiff leather Kate Spade bag so I could clean the suede interior. But the ink, I can't get that ink out. And James, I did that thing that you suggested where you soak in alcohol. Nothing, like a little bit of bleeding came out, but I didn't get the ink out. I need some tips. Castell's Posh Closet says, I may not comment much since I'm multitasking. Great idea about Valentine's Day video. Elva lives in my area. So that's cool to see her here. Okay. Allison saying, thank you. Here's Holly, my girl. I asked Holly if she would come again on Sunday to our live because she was so good at doing the giveaway last time. So the way she did it was like every time someone came into the chat, she wrote your name down with a number, and then she just organized the whole thing. So she's going to help us out. I'm so glad. Okay, so Holly says, Rent the Runway is a company that you pay to rent designer and premium clothes, shoes, and purses. Okay, and somehow Thredup got their hands on that. So how did that happen, that merger? Actually, knowing that, I might be more interested in buying it, you guys, because it might not be in bad a condition as some of the DIY bags I'm getting. Oh, Terry made it. Hi, Terry. Evolving Always Productions. I subscribed to you already, Zoe chat. Everyone's working the chat to get their subscribers. Zoe says all of my 18 subscribers are probably here. Listen, I know that feeling. I remember when I was new and I was just like looking every day, like, and you'd see it raised by like 2. But I'm telling you, once you get a good amount of videos up there and you're consistent and you start getting up like into the hundreds, it goes faster, it snowballs. But you have to prove yourself to YouTube. You have to show YouTube that you are going to put your stuff up. You're going to make good videos. People want to see them. So they're not just going to throw your videos up for everybody to see unless they see some effort coming from you. Hi, Victoria. Oh, so Victoria and the sweetest family too. You guys are awesome. We do have such a sweet community. Tons of encouragement and support. That is what we have created here. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll look for one of those Rent the Runways. Does anyone know when they come out or what the deal is? Okay, Candace says Harry Potter sweater sells for $16 to $20. Probably could sell for more depending. One girl said she finds it hard to find inexpensive Harry Potter stuff. I have a bunch of Harry Potter stuff. Nicole says 2,500. Woohoo! Congratulations, the Grateful Queen. I mean, thank you for saying that, because sometimes, here's the thing that sometimes happens, maybe not to any of you, but can happen to me and some of us who are willing to admit it. Like, social media is a fantastic tool to market yourself and your businesses, your reselling businesses, and what you're selling. Let me know in the chat if you use social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as a business tool. And how do you use it and how does it work for you? I believe it's a great marketing tool for your business. And Instagram, especially Instagram, growing Instagram. So I think it's a great tool. I'd love to know how you guys are using it, but we can get caught up sometimes in comparison, and we can get caught up in judging ourselves against somebody else's growth. We can look at their YouTube channel and be like, what the heck? I have just as many videos. Why do they have 500 already and I can't get past 100? Or Instagram, like, why do they have 1,000 followers? I feel like I'm putting out good content. And we can get a little bit caught in the comparison game. We can start to feel a little bit bad about ourselves. And it's something you really have to be mindful of and careful about if you choose to use tools like YouTube and Instagram and stuff for your business. I think there's a lot of potential there, but you have to know yourself. You have to know how sensitive you are. You have to know what that would feel like and what it would be like. And it is a climb. People that have those numbers are working. Every once in a while, there's the rare person who just out of nowhere blows up. But most people that I look at who have higher subscribers than me, they're putting in a lot more than I am. And you just have to be really honest with yourself about that, friends. Be gentle with yourself about it, but also just be really honest. And so like, yeah, I was just, my next milestone on YouTube was like, I want to get to 2,500. I felt like I was hanging out around the 2,000 for a long time, not much happening. And it's like, I had to celebrate that small goal. And my next goal that I'll celebrate will be 3,000. And you do pick up steam as you go, you guys, but make sure to celebrate each little milestone along the way, because you're going to need that. Antique Boutique says they raised it to 150. I got it for 150, so I'm hoping I get some good purses. It was 150 for 5, James? Are you sure? That sounds like a lot. Let's go see what's going on down here. Mackenzie says, I'm on Poshmark and Mercari, trying to do a little Depop. Tell us about Mercari. I haven't sold over there. I think the next thing for me might be Etsy. I'm hearing a lot of great things about sellers having success on Etsy. How's Mercari going? And Eva says, I'm getting started with TikTok. Oh my gosh, I have not even gone over there. It's like, I don't even get the whole TikTok thing. I really don't even know, like, what's that about? Oh, Melissa made it in. Hey, Melissa. How's it going with you? I like Harry Potter, even though the writer is a tool. I don't really know much about her personally, so I'm not sure what you mean there, but the writing, I mean, I don't think anyone can argue with that. It is like, man. But you know what I realized reading it with Torvald now? It's like, man, it is violent. And there are a lot of not so subtle political themes in that book. I mean, timely to be reading it during Black Lives Matter. You know, there's a lot in that book. But I have a whole bunch of Harry Potter stuff I should sell. Torvald said he's not into it. Mackenzie says, I'm looking to double my weekly sales. Does anyone have any tips? Okay, I would love to talk tips for doubling sales. Does anyone have any tips? I've been attempting to slowly increase my closet size to available 1,000. Wow. So you're talking about Poshmark tips. There are so many sellers in this chat right now. So give us your best Poshmark tips and I'll read them out loud. Right now, I'm starting to have more personal success on Poshmark. I don't know if it's because Poshmark is just, people are having a lot of great sales on Poshmark right now. I noticed that like on Instagram, I'm seeing a lot more Posh, like package pics and people saying, wow, Poshmark's on fire right now. So it might be a good time. Right now, I'm talking about the last couple of weeks on Poshmark. But my tip is, Poshmark really is a social platform and they want you engaged on the platform. And the more engaged I am on the platform, the more time I spend over there, the more sales, direct correlation. So I am just saying, Quimby, you want to grow on Poshmark? Get your butt over there. Share all the time. Follow people all the time. Share your closet. Share others. List every day. I'm really just trying to hit it hard. Joby says, I love Harry Potter. So fun to connect. So let's put our Poshmark tips down there. Everybody put some on there. So he says, you guys rock. I just got 2 new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's right, girl. That's right. Mackenzie said she just subscribed to you, Joey, and Rhonda, Zoe. So help each other out. That's what we're here for. Alana said, I saw some Christmas pajamas just an hour ago on Poshmark. Couldn't have expected that. I sold a bathing suit, a Victoria's Secret bathing suit yesterday, and I'm like, it's February. It's like the worst, and no one can really go on vacation. I mean, very few people are going on vacation, so who's buying the bathing suits? Oh, Charlene made it. Islet Dreams Reseller. My latest YouTube video is on how I greatly increased Poshmark sales. Awesome. She is another one of our friends who's got a new YouTube channel. She's pushing out the content, trying to grow it. So let's go over and support her. Let's see. Christy said, I sold a bathing suit top. I know. It's like, what? Candace says, I love Depop. I'm going to do a video on Depop and Curtsy. I have never even been over to Depop or Curtsy. Depop I hear more about, though. Melissa says, I just reduced my closet from 1,300 to 342. Okay, tell us about that. What's that about? So most people are here like, I'm trying to increase my closet. Are you moving more stuff over to eBay? I have had the first 2 weeks where I sold more on Poshmark than I did on eBay. That has never happened to me. Never. eBay has always been my main platform. So it's pretty incredible for me. I'm like, whoa, either Poshmark's just on fire right now or eBay is slow for me. And I have some ideas why eBay is slow for me. So, So what, Melissa, why are you cutting back? Kelly says, double sales by doubling your listing. Oh, this is some good Poshmark tips. Double sales by double listing. So what do you guys think? Which matters more in your opinion? Sharing on Poshmark or listing on Poshmark? I've heard different things. I've always shared twice a day on Poshmark. Now I'm trying to do 3 times and I'm trying to list regularly. Again, my emphasis was always on eBay. My emphasis was always like, feed eBay, and if you have a little extra time, go over to Posh. But I am trying to list on Vendoo, that cross-listing software, which is awesome. I have a discount link, 20% off. Let me know in the chat, are you using cross-listing? And if not, why the heck not? That was the biggest game changer for me in 2020 using Vendoo. I have 20% off link. Use it. Gino says, my sales increased 25% by selling on Facebook Marketplace. Charlene, Islet Dreams, talks a lot about that too. I've never done it. Has anyone sourced on Facebook Marketplace for their business? Because I'm curious about that. Let's see. Alana, number 1, listing. Number 2, sharing. Terry says, both sharing and listing regularly. I swear, it's not ever magic. And I hate when people, I don't usually say hate, so let me take that back. I dislike it, or it bothers me, or whatever, when I see people putting out videos, like clickbaity videos on YouTube, like, I have figured out the secret to Poshmark. I have figured out exactly how to increase Poshmark. Everybody says the same thing. I've never heard some for any of the selling platforms. Have you guys ever heard some like golden key secret that changes everything? Everybody just says the same thing. List more, share more, be on the platform more. Anything you can do on the platform. Sometimes if I've already shared and listed, I'm like, I'll go follow some people. I just want Poshmark to see me over there. You know, I want the algorithm to be like, here's an active person. Let's push her listings. It's all the same stuff, though, everybody says. Kelly says, I used Facebook Marketplace during the shutdown to buy inventory. It was cheap, but nothing I would thrift for myself. That's a thing. A lot of the stuff I got like free and stuff like that is not stuff I would ever thrift, but a lot of it did sell, to be honest. Not big sales, you guys, but a lot of that free stuff I got that I was like, lots of St. John's Bay and Coldwater Creek and like Kohl's brands and Kmart brands, that stuff sold. Like I sold that crap. Like, would I be going and thrifting that stuff? No, but when someone gave it to me and I listed it up there, it sold in the like 12 to 20 buck range. So it's like, maybe I need to reconsider that stuff. Pigeon's Nest. I'm thinking about switching from Vendoo to list perfectly just because I want to use it for Facebook Marketplace. You know what? My guess is, though, by the time you switch and learn another platform, the other one will have it. Like, Vendoo is always adding new platforms. So I would email them, say, hey, are you going to add it? Okay, here's a tip from Barbara. Buy quality, not quantity. Don't buy it just to have things. Make sure it's an item that sells and could be high-end or mall brands. Really good tip. Okay, so many good tips. This is awesome. Thank you for putting this out there. I don't know why Alana's saying indoor pool. Is that a tip? Okay, here's Leslie. I love when Leslie chimes in with all her glorious wisdom. I only keep around 500 items on Poshmark. I can keep more control with less listings. Wow. I share 2 times a day. I only list 2 days a week. Plus, I cross-list and relist. No secret. It's all personal. Wow. So you only share 2 times a day. Great. That's plenty. Only list 2 days a week. Wow. I try and list like every day. Cross-list and relist. Now, that is the huge key. That's one of the great things about using something like Vendoo, guys. You can delete and relist. So if you don't have stuff to list or you don't want to put up the stuff or you just want to sell something that's been sitting a few months, delete it and relist it with the click of a couple buttons in like 1 minute. It's a great feature. Great feature. Terry, being her supportive self, saying, great tip, Barbara. And then James says Vendoo is adding Facebook Marketplace. They're like super, they probably are. Like, they're always doing some new cool thing. Have you guys been using Vendoo's what sold new analytics feature? It's in beta. I'm testing it out. Mo says, usually hard stuff that is hard to send in the mail. Oh, I sell bicycles. Sometimes I sell different things on the marketplace. And that stuff brings in money too. So like those are higher ticket items. Restyle Secrets, William Goldman. Are you guys ready for a quote? Nobody knows anything, LOL. I certainly, nobody knows anything. Oh my God. Famous screenwriter said about how to make a blockbuster movie. Nobody knows anything. I think we all just take the same information and spit it out in different ways. Like in all our tips, I'm going to tell you this. I've been selling for 10 years. I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. From my experience, it's just the same magic formula. List, list, list. Be engaged on the platform. You know what I mean? Like, list new items on eBay. They don't do sharing, but it's like I list new items. I send out offers. I run sales. I ship every day just so they see me on the platform always doing stuff. I think that's a secret formula. Poshmark, share, follow people, list regularly. Like I think that is the best we can do. But then you can get into like, okay, like when I'm doing closet reviews for people, I do some coaching on reselling since I've been doing it a while. Especially I tend to get a lot of coaching clients that are selling on Poshmark and they want to go to eBay, and eBay is a little trickier. It's the same kind of stuff that I just tell people over and over and over. There is no secret. There is no formula. List. But when I do like closet reviews with people, I do look at things like, well, what are you selling? I mean, there's a small part of it that's like, what are you selling? Does anyone want it? Is it out of date or style? Are your pictures good? If you've got crappy pictures and great items, people can't see and they just breeze right by your items. So you can get more subtle and more refined. If you think you're doing all these things that we're suggesting, if you're like, hey, I'm already doing all that. I am listing. I am sharing. Okay, then take it to the next level down. What are you selling? Is that working? Do people want it? Do people want that item that you have? Do you have a good title? Are your keywords good so that people can find it? Pictures is usually the biggest thing, you guys. And I'm not totally perfect with pictures, but you can see my darn items. You can see the detail. It's a white background. Most people, when I look at their closet, I'm like, these look okay, but lighten up your pictures. Brighten up your pictures. Let people see. You know what I mean? Like that's next level. If you're engaged and you're sharing, some people, they don't get good stuff though. They live in an area. Tell me what it's like thrifting or sourcing in your area. Do you have stuff people want? Maybe you can't get stuff, the hot free people items and Lululemon. Maybe you can't get that. I sell kind of like that free stuff. Like I got it. It was like, okay. And that stuff sold. So, once you're doing the basics, like the king and queen of listing, sharing, engagement, then take a look. Like if you were going to review your own closet or your own store, what would you say to someone? Has anyone ever done a closet review? Oh, I got a super chatty. I got to find it. Makes me so happy inside. Oh, from Terry, my friend. Have a great weekend, Quimby. Thank you so much. I'm going to probably get a coffee or something with that $4.99. I do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting what we're doing here on Friday nights. And I want to make sure that you are subscribed and following Evolving Always. She's got a YouTube channel. She does a ton of lives. If you guys like lives, head on over there. And she's doing lives on Instagram. She's just super involved. Super smart woman. Has the best sounding voice. So go find her. I thought I just saw my friend Alicia sneak in. Hey, Married Life. Great to see you. Married Life, such a cutie. Another Southerner. Southern girl. Alana says, have you noticed pics that look good on Poshmark app are too dark on computer? No. What do you mean? You mean like when you have it on your app, it looks good? But when you look at it on your computer, it doesn't look as good? I haven't noticed that. Melissa says, photo room has changed my life. Being able to remove the background of 100 pics in 5 minutes. Thank you, at Amber Resells. Oh, I didn't know you could both do it. That might change my life. That's actually awesome. Photo room, check it out. Leslie says, I like Poshmark, but I'm not giving it my life. Oh my God, I love you, Leslie. I'm not giving it my life. Oh my God. I put in the time I want and I move on. I make more sales on Etsy than any other platform. eBay is second. Not letting any platform suck my lifeline. That's a really good point. If you feel like you're just like, oh my God, I'm doing everything, I'm giving everything, and it's not happening the way you want, another thing to ask might be like, is this the right platform for me? Should I expand to another platform? Consider that. That's one tip for anyone in the reselling business. Try as much as you can to be flexible and always willing to change, because these platforms are always changing. Your life might change. Your ability to get inventory might change. There might be a pandemic and suddenly your whole business changes. And you have to be able to you have to be able to switch directions and go, oh, this is happening. I better go over here. Like Leslie, for example, shared that she didn't sell on eBay for a while. She was sort of done with it. She was doing Poshmark. And then she's like, some other stuff came up. Maybe I'm going back to eBay. It's a really important skill to be able, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, to be able to change. Don't stick yourself in one box and say, but I just do Poshmark. Hey, if it's not working and you're putting all this in, check out eBay, check out Etsy, check out Facebook Marketplace. Maybe there's something that's going to be a better fit at this time. It's always negotiable. You can always make changes. Mackenzie says, I got so lucky. I found Free People new tags at my Goodwill. Ooh, I might need to have it. I am up to my ears in Free People. Josh made it. I've been selling for over 10 years with eBay as my main platform. If I could give one tip to newbies, wait for it. Become an expert in one field: clothing, hard goods, etc. That is awesome, Josh, and welcome to our community chat. We are so glad to have you. You will find the people in this chat show up most Fridays, and we would love to have you. Where are you located, and what do you sell? Mostly clothing, hard goods, or what? I've heard other people say that. Remember that guy? I don't know if he's still around. He might have kind of retired. There was a guy on YouTube that only sold jeans. Jeans. And I would tune in because I was like, hey, maybe I need to learn a little bit more about jeans. I sell them, but I sell everything. And then you learn the brands that sell, and you learn the styles within the brands. Because let me tell you something else, folks. Brand is not everything. It's a really good start. But if you buy a bunch of Free People old stuff that's out of style and no one's really into it, it's not going to do you any good. So things change. Brand styles change. And so I think it is helpful to kind of know something really well. Josh says, I'm located in New York, and honestly, I sell everything. Well, welcome to you. We're so glad to see you. Hi, Grace. I love your user picture name thingy. Picture username thing. Prof Sales, that was it. Is he still around? I used to watch him. Okay, what's Heidi saying from Restyle Secrets? Yes, what Melissa said. No stock photos on eBay. What's that about? Was there some new thing coming out? Let's see. Okay, if you do check out eBay, do not use stock photos. I've been using stock photos, but only for a couple brands. Why? Did something happen? Someone recently told me, who was it? Oh, it was Lindsay's Posloff. Where's she? I miss that girl. She was in jail or something, eBay jail, for using stock photos for Chico's. And I'm like, well, I've never used Chico's. I use it when it's a new tag item, and it's usually like Free People stuff. Some brands follow that stuff, and they will put you in jail. So you can get like a timeout on eBay. All right, so many good. Hi, Stephanie. Glad you made it. I don't always follow comps. Example, McCoskey camel bag comps were around 50, but I did see an outlier at 250. Mine sold for 225. Exactly. I don't really care about comps. I mean, everybody goes on and on about comps. I think they're a good starting place, but do your research. Perfect example, that Coach bag that I shared with you guys last week. I usually sell Coach bags for like 35 to 90 or something. I was going to sell this bag for 40 bucks. And then I was like, well, let me look it up first. And I couldn't find it. Then I found it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is some weird rare bag that's selling for like 200. So I sold it for 150 to a viewer. She got a good deal. I got an amazing deal. So research can help. But at the end of the day, I'm going to price it what I want to price it, because I think I can usually get a better price because I'm an experienced seller with lots of feedback. I take decent pictures. I have a high positive rating, 100% positive on eBay. And it's worth what someone's going to pay for it. So I'll put it up. Sometimes everyone has it up for there for 10 bucks. I'm like, no, I want 50 bucks. So I'll put 50 bucks. And sometimes I get it. Sometimes I don't. So I'm not a live or die by comps. I know some of you guys are. Okay. Restyle Secret says, the list of brands who will get you suspended for stock photos has hundreds of names on it. Ooh, I didn't even know about it. I've been on there 10 years. I've never been suspended. I use stock photos when I want, and I don't when I want. Geno's, I'm so glad, you guys. We have a bunch of guys, a few guys in the chat. Welcome, men. You are so welcome here. We're glad to have you. I sell anything I can make money on. I want to sell more, but I have the whole like storage and shipping. I want to sell vintage stuff, like the stuff I collect for my house, like vintage home goods. But I don't, I'm like storing it and shipping it is a hurdle for me. Candace says, wow, on Etsy, I've been wondering if I should list my vintage on Etsy and some rework projects. Yeah, that's exactly what you should do. Murrayed Life said, I want to know more about compression wear. I have made some amazing flips for 60 or 70 bucks and definitely want to learn more about that category. Speaking of becoming an expert, do you mean like fitness wear that's compression? Like compression tops, or is it some other thing I'm not aware of? Who wants to be compressed? Like that is so, that's so uncomfortable. Or are you talking about shapewear like Spanx? I can't do either of those things. Nope, cannot do it. I will suffer. Candace says, yep, photo room is the bomb. Josh says, put in the time doing the research up front and then it'll pay off in the end. Wisdom, he's right. Melissa said, yeah, I was waiting for them to do by batch, but nope, so they lost me. Oh, is this about eBay? Oh, okay. You're talking about photo stuff. So you guys must be chatting up here. Okay, I got to get up there. I'm missing some stuff. I'm missing some good stuff. Love Photo Room. So note to you guys, check out Photo Room. They're saying they love it. Hey, Resell Wendy, you made it in. So it's way better than Buzzerat, Melissa? Yeah, I think so. Everyone's saying Photo Room. Hi, Reseller Wendy. I love Leslie saying, I like Poshmark, but I'm not giving it my life. So good, so good. Some good stuff saying going on up here. So I'm cruising up to see if there's anything. Melissa says, I'll be growing my inventory again, just more targeted. You are doing some like business shaping, it sounds like, Melissa. Lots of good things happening for your business. And here is Mackenzie saying, thank you everyone for the tips. We just shouted out some reselling tips, friends. And sometimes you just need the reminders. It's not like people are like, oh, I didn't know. But sometimes you need to hear it again. You need to hear someone say, oh man, I really got to focus on listing. I'm sitting here complaining that I'm not making enough sales or sales are slow, but when did I list last? Or, you know, what am I really doing? Where do I need to put in a little extra effort? You know, sometimes you just need to like hear it again. Candace says, I don't like sharing because it's time consuming, but I try to do it as much as I can. I will not be sharing my Posh Closet by hand manually myself again. I just cannot do it and stay sane. It drives me crazy. I'm sitting there, click, click, click on almost 1,000 items. I cannot do it. So I hire it out and I'm okay with that. But if you love doing it, I'm so glad you love doing it. Keep on doing it. I'm just not doing it. Zoe said, so one video I watched said to wait at least 10 minutes after someone likes an item in case they're going to send you an offer or buy it outright. I don't want to seem too pushy. I don't think I'm on there quite enough to like get, you know, as soon as do you get a notification every time someone likes it? I can't do that either. I can't do that. What's been working for me, a little tippity tip, maybe it'll work for you guys, is I've been waiting, like once a week I'm sending out bulk offers for like 30% off, which is a significant amount off. So I just wait. I'm not sending out offers all the time, every time someone likes something, although I think that could be a good strategy. I'm doing more like a bulk offer. Ooh, James says, I try to get cheap Tory Burch shoes on Facebook Marketplace. I got to get over there. I got to go over there and see. And Gino says, search free on Facebook Marketplace. You might be surprised by what you can find. Okay, so I'm getting a little message from the universe saying I should probably check out Facebook Marketplace for stuff like that. Deborah says, I use Posher VA to share, and I never want to go back to sharing on my own. I list everything on eBay first, and then use Vendu to cross-list everything to Poshmark or Mercari. It's working well for me. I'm so glad to hear it. Deb is getting it done. Reseller Wendy said, I was able to grab 2 Goodwill jewelry boxes today. Oh yeah, today's Friday. It's Goodwill blue boxes come out. I just don't have luck with those boxes. I don't know what is up. It's like, I don't know. And my advice to everybody, because I buy tons of mystery boxes from tons of different places, I always say, just keep buying them. You'll get good ones. But I'm telling you, I cannot get a good Goodwill blue box to save my life. It's like, I got another one recently, and it's like, I filmed a video of it. It was the denim box, and then it was with my new camera, and it's all blurry, so I lost the video. I can't even use the video. But it was crap anyway. So it's like, it was the worst box. It's just like, I can't get a good Goodwill. And I know that's not true for everybody. So this is just my experience. A lot of people are getting great ones, but I'm not. So I'm just sort of like, eh. Alana, I swim 3 times a week year round. That is such a good point. I'm sitting here saying, who's wearing bathing suits? A lot of people go to the gym for swimming, and that's like their exercise. And so all year round, they're doing it. That's awesome. Let's go down and see what else is happening down here. I see lots of good stuff. Alana says, I made sales in the time I was thinking about making an offer. Melissa says, interestingly enough, that Poshmark TOS removed the word robot and softened that language. So don't sweat it. Terms of service or something like that. Remove the word robot and soften that language. See, I love that you know that. Okay. Okay, what else is going on down here, frenzy friends? Mackenzie says, I dislike Facebook Marketplace. Unfortunately, people me use free as part of their listing title, so you'll click on it, but then they state their actual price in the description. I feel like I've seen that. Hey, Veronica. Oh my God, I missed the whole live. That's okay. We're finishing up in the next few minutes, but you just go back and it'll be like you're watching it. Great to see you. Great to see you. James says, or aqua therapy all year round. Could be aqua therapy. Let's see. Married Life says, I just bought a Goodwill blue box tonight. The box to the past few weekends had already made my money back on both. So she's getting good ones. So if you don't know, the Goodwill sells mystery boxes. They're called Goodwill Blue Box. They're cheap. You can just Google it. They come out Fridays, I believe at 3 p.m. my time. So maybe 6 on the East Coast, or maybe it's, yeah, something like that. I just haven't got any good boxes personally, but other people are getting good boxes. So manage your expectations with mystery boxes. That is how that goes. Birdie Look says, my bot sends out offers 5 to 10 minutes after each item is liked, so no sweat for me. Preach, woman, says Stephanie. I have a question. Do you work on Poshmark at the same time Posher VA is sharing your closet, or would that be a red flag? I've heard that you're not supposed to do that, and it would be a red flag. Yes, says Alicia, I never share my closet by myself either. Thank you, reseller assistant. So everybody gets to decide. It's your own business how you want to deal with that. Poshmark in the past has clearly said you're not supposed to use automation or a bot. That's in their rules. And the reality that I have learned from talking to so many people is many people, big sellers, are using them. So I guess people are, you hope not to get in any trouble for that. You don't necessarily want to break the rules, but to stay competitive, you kind of have to because everybody else is. So I don't know where people want to come down on that. We're adults. You have your own business. You need to make the best business decisions for you and your business and your family and your needs. And there's a ton of information out there. There's tons of different sharing services. I hired a human being for a year, no, more than a year. And then I looked at what I was paying and it was like, oh my God, I was paying her like $80 a month to share twice a day. It's like, yikes. Some months it was $100. So you get to decide for yourself. If you're like, hey, no, Poshmark doesn't want me to do that, I'm not doing it. Hire some high school student, ask your dad to do it, or do it yourself. Not everybody dislikes it. I just dislike it. Like I notice I get super stressed out and it makes me aggravated. Holly says, when you have surgeries that you have air added to give doctor room, and when a lot of areas, so compression helps drainage and swelling. Is that what you guys are talking about? Alicia, you want to sound more like compression? I know those things. Yeah, like that's like a medical device almost. Or is she talking about fitness? You know how like some things like Under Armour, it'll say Under Armour brand. It'll say like compression. It's like a tight top. What are we talking about? Did anybody answer that? Now I gotta know. Anyone on their feet all day can use compression hose. So you're talking about medical stuff. Oh, then Melissa says Under Armour makes compression wear. I think that's for training of some sports. I'm so glad it's not just me, because I get Under Armour, like that sportswear brand, in my mystery boxes a lot, and some of them will be super tiny, and I'm like, this can't be a small or a large. And it's like compression, like for working out. But then there's like a medical issue that people use compression. Alicia, are you still here? You got to set the record straight. You're driving me crazy. Alana says compression's also for varicose veins. That is so funny. Okay. I don't know if she says up here, but that is so funny. Ah. Oh, James says, I missed my reminder tonight. 5:07, they were gone. The blue boxes, they sell out. The last 2 weekends, I got nice boxes, and I have no doubt I'll do well. So some people are doing great with those boxes, you know. Alana, I'd rather go to the bins or dollar days and pick out my own stuff. I would too, but I don't have dollar days or the bins. I just want to see. Oh, this is Barbara Babash on Poshmark. If you want to see what she's up to, and like she's a successful seller, and you want to see what a successful seller's closet looks like, or you want to do some shopping, there is her closet right there. Alana says, I don't mind sharing, but I'm closing out on 500 items, so it takes too long. I have like 700 or something, so it's like crazy. All right, friends, we're going to wrap up, but here's the deal. I'm going to be live on Sunday. Some of the friends that you've been talking to in the chat tonight are going to be on with me. It's going to be at noon, my time. So noon in California, West Coast. If you're on the East Coast, that's 3 o'clock. We're going to do giveaways. I'm going to give away some cute poly mailers with cactuses on them. And other people are going to do giveaways. And we're just going to hang out just like this on Valentine's Day. And everybody's welcome. It's nothing to really do with Valentine's Day. It's like we're just going to have fun together. And it's just like, because not everybody has a Valentine and not everybody cares about it. And some people, I don't want anyone to feel lonely or unloved. We love you and we want you. And so we want to be here with you having Valentine's Day together for like an hour at noon. I didn't do it later because I don't know if some of you guys are going to go out on like some datey, smoochy thing. But we'll be here giving away stuff and hoping to talk to you. So make sure you set a reminder, or you can find the video. I put it up and it's like, you just click on it so you get a reminder so you don't forget. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Sunday at noon. Bye, friends.